Hey, hold up, man. I got something to say, man. Wait. What y'all out here for, man? What you here for, huh? Does your life matter? Does your life matter? You ready for this? You ready to take control? Are you giving up control or are you taking control? Huh? You know what happens. You know what happens when people don't take control. They get...
Well, that was meal number 1 that I have pretty much every single day. Certainly recently, based on it's springtime and it's starting to be a little bit warmer, so I've tended to go for something a little bit cooler than, say, my porridge that I'd normally have in the morning. This vlog is going to be essentially a full day of eating, because I did one during my cut or my extreme fat loss phase, and I haven't actually done one since I started my gaintenance phase. So today, that is what I'm going to do. Interjecting in between updates and telling you what I've been up to, because I'm now wearing a ring. Yeah. And that's probably the biggest, excuse me. And that's probably the biggest update that I have. Yeah, a week ago, just gone Friday, I got married to Laura, so we're now the new Mr. and Mrs. G. And it was amazing. What an incredible day it was. It had everything and more that we ever would have asked for. From the hottest day of the year so far at like 19 degrees, blue skies, beautiful weather, to an incredible venue that was Hedzer House, where they were just so accommodating, so helpful, so everything, and it was just such an amazing day. It really, really was. And yeah, that's probably quite a big update, to be honest. Training did take a little bit of a hit just because we had lots to do before the wedding and then lots to do after the wedding, because we went to Paris for 2 nights and had a lovely time and la-di-da-di-da. I am going to train lower body today because I did 3 sessions last week, so we'll include that as part of the vlog. But hopefully I can include some helpful content. I'm not always sure how helpful these full day of eating vlogs are, but hopefully I include some content of what I do and how I do things. But yes, I have breakfast now that I'm not on the fat loss phase, because I'm now starting to try and build muscle tissue the best I can. And I'll get into that later on in the vlog. There is something that I need to get done today, and that is dry cleaning of the kilt. So this is what I wore to my wedding. I had it made by a company called 21st Century Kilts, and then it comes with little pockets and details, and has a lovely waistcoat and things, and it's amazing. Like, the detail in all this is incredible. I got pockets and got this little 21st Century Kilt pin, and then I've still got even my corsage, and then these flashes. It's just really, really nice. But I'm going to get that dry cleaned because I've got another wedding a week on Friday. I've got another wedding, I think, a week on Friday, 2 weeks on Friday. And then after that, I've got another wedding, and then the weekend after that, I have another wedding. So yeah, full-on wedding season kicking in. So get this dry cleaned, get Laura's dress done, and then we'll come back for meal number 2 of the day. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. It gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'm having. For this is meal number 2 is usually like a snacky kind of protein bar-y meal. So I have my favourite Tesco's Crunch Bars, which they recently updated, which are very, very good. I then also add a pouch of Arla 20 grams of protein yogurty thing, because the protein bar is only 19 grams and we want to hit 30 to 40 grams, which we'll get into shortly. But an apple for health, for taste, a fiber one, again, just adding little things like bits of calories and things. And obviously not this entire packet, but 30 grams of some pop chips, which I really very much enjoy. So that will be our next meal, and let's get into the reasons. A couple of things that we're doing, or I'm doing during this gaintenance phase with my eating stuff. The first goal in each meal is to hit 30 to 40 grams of protein. This is then likely to have enough leucine, which is an amino acid that helps initiate the effects of muscle building within each meal. So you might have seen in that last one, I had a protein bar with an Arla pouch, and combining those two, I hit around 39 grams of protein. And this is going to create that nice environment for me to be able to build muscle tissue. The second goal is to consume protein every 3 to 4 hours across the day. So this might mean between 4 and 5 meals, roughly or so, spread out all throughout the day. Again, it's about creating this nice environment that I'm going to help me gain muscle mass, whilst I'm consuming a slight maintenance calories or even in a slight surplus of some kind. And it's really as simple as that. I do the same kind of things I did in my fat loss phase, in the sense that I have mixed textures, I have health as a priority, I also try and make sure I manage calories to a certain degree, you know, there's limited processed food that I'm consuming, and that's kind of it really, you know. 30 to 40 grams of protein, regular feedings, and, you know, get massive in no time, or maybe 10 years, because I'm at that stage. Right, I'll get some more done.
Pack your bags, girl, let's get out of Dodge. Sick of living life, sick of counting scars. We the ones who go to war against the gods. We the shadows that move around in the dark. Take your life back, take your time, nigga. Welcome to the tribe, check the rhyme, nigga. I was doing bad, couldn't find niggas. Now my phone ringing all the time, nigga. We the only ones, holy sons, mama's dead.
Okay, my third meal of the day is this little chipolata, tomato, potato, broccoli dish that Laura does in the slow cooker. It's really, really very good. I should probably get the recipe or something for it, but it's really good, really easy. This probably has about 15, just over 15 grams of protein. I then add in one of these little skier yogurts that I get from Aldi. They're super tasty, very good. And again, that takes me that threshold, right? That 30 to 40 grams that I'm aiming for. Then that's that eaten and done, and then I'm going to be training lower body later today, so I've got squats and whatnot to get done. Managed to finish a bunch of work, do my little videos and things that I do for clients at the end of their phases of training. I tend to do that every sort of 4 to 6 weeks depending on the program, give them a little update, rationale behind things, progress in their overall sort of goal setting and things, but then also coupling that with the emails, it tends to work really well with progress. Anyway, we'll get this done, and then the next time we'll probably see you will be at the gym.
Catch 'em early, put that poison in they bottles with the Donald Trump. Walking around with the zombies. I know my home team got me. Michael Jordan with the Scotty. Apollo Green with the Rocky. We gon' take it fast, you can take it slow. We don't take no risks, we just take control. Take control. Launch your flags, let's get it smashed. Go, take it.
So sometimes I might have a pre-workout which would consist of like my, if you follow me on Instagram, it's like the De Novo Nutrition Ignite pre-workout, which is very, very good by the way. It hits about 300 milligrams of caffeine. But sometimes if I've had a good night's sleep, I'm feeling good overall, I'll just go for a cheeky little mousetail Americano before my training session. It's just not great to rely on pre-workouts all the time. And then that's it, that's the nutrition generally. Sometimes I'll have a protein shake and a rice cake and some jam or whatnot, but today I'm feeling fine, feeling quite full, and I'm ready to train. So squats, deadlifts, haven't done it for a while, so it's gonna be painful. Next up we have is deadlifts. So this is 3 sets of 3 at 190 kilos. So a little bit up from previous, but again, I'm just sort of working my way back up to sort of heavy sets. Most of my work at the moment is sort of more bodybuilding-esque orientated. You know, I have chest and back workouts, shoulder and arm workouts, quad dominant, hamstring dominant workouts, upper body workouts. So it's all higher repetitions, lower intensities, and I still just want to keep the squats, bench, and deadlift as part of my programming, but it not being the main focus at the moment. So yeah, let's get 3 reps on this and then see how it feels. I don't always have a protein shake after my workout, but today, because I've got a client in about 10 minutes or something, gonna get some protein in. I often will jump for these, which is Up and Go Energize, 33 grams of protein, milk protein that is as well. Very, very tasty. I think it's about 300 calories, so it's like basically a meal post-workout. Had a bit of oats and things, but it tastes very, very good. I only filmed the squats and deadlifts, but I did finish things off with some walking lunges, 30 kilo dumbbells, 3 sets of 10. Last week I only did 2 sets of 10, so rather than upping the weight, I just upped the amount of sets that I do. They are horrible, horrible, horrible exercise. So to everyone and anyone, even my clients who have these in their program, it's terrible. Then we moved on to some pro and hamstring curls, which is, the machine's okay, it's like unilateral and stuff, but it's the only lying leg curl that we have in the gym. And then I finished off with some calves and repped out a little bit. And that was it, to be honest. Yeah, it was a good session. Felt nice, felt pretty good. I think I had a good night's sleep. And then now, so I'm gonna have this now, actually, I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna go and train a client, and we'll catch up with my last meal of the day, which I think I've got space for some oats, but we'll see. Tastes real good. Oh. 100 grams of oats, 250 mils of semi-skim milk, a bit of whey protein, and some Reese's spread stuff that I put on top, just to make it taste nice. And that takes me to about 2,800 calories and between 180 to 200 grams of protein. Fat and carbs, I don't tend to pay too much attention. It's usually around the 350 to 400 carbs and about the 80 to 100 grams of fat, just depending on what I'm preferring that day. But like I said before, my priority is always hitting that protein target per meal, 4 to 5 meals a day, depending on what time I get up in the morning. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this full day of eating and at least taken something quite interesting from it to a certain extent. You know, my diet is pretty much the same regardless of whether or not I'm on a cut or whether I'm on a gaining phase. It's just more food. That's really the difference. But either way, hope you've enjoyed it. It's good to be back after a little bit of a break, and we'll see you on Thursday for the next video. Bye.